Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. My creative team package from scrapbook.com just arrived and there are so many fun products. The box was filled with tons of gorgeous rub-ons, plus a few coordinating die sets that go along with some of scrapbook.com's stamp sets. I'll show you the die sets first, along with the coordinating stamp set. Just zoom in a little bit here. There are 4 new coordinating die sets, so you may already have the stamp sets. If you've been waiting for the coordinating dies, they are now available. The first set is Trick or Treat, and I know it's only June, but it's never too early to get started on holiday cards. I love that scrapbook.com has the dies for the images and also the sentiments. There's another Halloween set. This one's called Spooky. This set includes several images that you could color. There's a couple of solid images, plus a fun variety of sentiments. And this set also has the dies for the images and all of the sentiments. The next set you could use year-round. This one's called Whale Hello. This set includes adorable images, really fun sentiments, and I love that the die set has several different wave designs. With summer just around the corner, I think this will be a really fun set to use. The Whale Hello sentiment is my favorite. The last set is called Hello Spring, and there are lots of spring or Easter sentiments on this set, but there are also sentiments and images you could use year-round. I really like the Hello Lovely and Hello Sunshine sentiments, plus the set includes some tiny little star or twinkle images and some itty-bitty hearts. Now here's a look at all of the new rub-on sets from scrapbook.com. As I'm recording this voiceover, I don't believe the rub-ons are currently available, but they are in scrapbook.com's Coming Soon section. And I do have links for all of the products I'm showing in this video. If the product is still showing Coming Soon, be sure to sign up for email notification. That way you'll know right away when the product is in stock. But I will go through all of the new Coming Soon rub-on sets. That way you can start working on your wish list. The first rub-on set is called Snowflakes. There are 2 sheets, one in gold and one in silver. I love the metallic finish on all of the beautiful snowflake images, and there's also some snowfall in the background. When I started paper crafting many years ago, rub-ons were really popular, so it's so fun to see that they're coming back again. Every set of scrapbook.com's rub-ons include a popsicle stick. That way you can easily transfer the images onto your paper or project. The snowflake rub-ons are also available in black and white. The next set is called Confetti Hearts. There's 1 sheet in gold and 1 in silver metallic. Next up we have Spring Flowers black and white. You'll get 1 sheet in black and the other in white. All of the rub-ons I'm showing you, each sheet is about 6 by 8 inches in size. The next pack is Handwritten Hearts. We have that beautiful metallic gold and silver again. Then we have Flower Garden, 1 sheet in black and the other in white. And on the back side of the packaging of each of the rub-on sheets, there are a couple of samples. So if you're not sure what to do with the rub-ons, you can always reference those samples. Next up, we have polka dots in gold and silver, and there's also a set in black and white. And I'll open up this set so you can get a better look at the white rub-ons. A little hard to see in the packaging. Since you really can't see this sheet any better over my white workspace mat, I'll grab a dark piece of cardstock. So now you can see the fun white polka dot design. I think the polka dot rub-ons are some of my favorite. Very versatile, they'll be really fun to use to create backgrounds. Before moving on to the next set, I will tuck my sheet of rub-ons back into the packaging just to make sure I don't ruin them. Next up are several sets called vintage scripts. The first one I'm showing you is in black. It's also available in white, and these are the exact same designs, just different colors. It's also available in the metallic silver color, and again, this is the same design as the black and white version. I think the vintage script designs will work really well with mixed media projects. And there's a fun variety of different scripts. There's even some music sheets. The next set is really fun. This one's called All That Glitters, and I will open this up so you can get a better look. One sheet has a peach colored, sort of a watercolor splotch, and the second sheet has a splattering look of glitter, and it's designed to fit around those watercolor splotches. You can simply add a sentiment and your card is finished. I'll lay the glitter rub-on on top of that background piece. You can see how they line up beautifully. You could also use them separate if you don't want to layer the two together. The next set is called Elegant Floral. There's a sheet of metallic gold and metallic silver. Then we have spring flowers in gold and silver. I showed this design earlier in black and white. Now we have some fun images. This first one is called Birthday Animals, and I think it has a very vintage look to it. I'm trying to move the popsicle stick out of the way so you can see the really cute images. One sheet has lots of really sweet bunnies. The other sheet, there's a bear surrounded by confetti, plus some adorable mice. And there are lots of other fun images, perfect for making birthday cards. There's another birthday set. This one's called Birthday Party. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the colors and images on this rub-on set coordinate with Scrapbook.com's birthday paper pad. I grabbed the 6x8 version of the paper pad so you can see that they do coordinate. And after the unboxing, I will be sharing a card using the Birthday Party rub-ons and the birthday pattern paper pad. One thing I love about the Birthday Party rub-ons, there are several sentiments. It has Make-A-Wish 3 times, Let's Eat Cake 3 times, Happy Birthday 3 times, plus several other fun sentiments. The next set is called Sprinkles, and it's hard to see on the video, but some of those sprinkles have the gold metallic finish, so they're super shiny. The final set is called Lights and Lanterns. This will be a really fun set to use. There are lots of different banners, plus some individual images, moon, stars, and hearts. So there's a look at all of the new coming soon rub-ons, plus some of the coordinating dies that are currently available. And I do have links in the description box if you're interested in any of the products. I couldn't wait to try out the new rub-ons, so I do have a quick card to share with you. I'm using the Birthday Party rub-on set and the birthday pattern paper pad. For the background of my card, selected the pattern paper in light teal with some colorful confetti, and I'll be layering it on some teal pattern paper, and this is actually the opposite side of the confetti paper. The confetti paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and the teal cardstock layer is an additional 1/8 of an inch. 4 1/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of an inch. I'm using Scrapbook.com's Deluxe Adhesive Roller. Put adhesive on the back, and I'll add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. I use Scrapbook.com's Nested A2 Arches die set. I cut out the smaller arch from some white cardstock, and the larger arch I use some of the holographic mirror paper from Scrapbook.com. I'll be adding one of the cake rub-on images. I'll simply cut out that image using a pair of scissors, and I'm making sure to keep the backing on the image, and that'll help protect it until I'm ready to rub it onto the cardstock. I also cut out one of the colorful happy birthday sentiments, and I'm rubbing it onto some brushed white pearlescent cardstock. I'm putting it at an angle just so I could fit the sentiment on this piece, and I will be cutting it out with a banner die. For the sentiment, I will use the popsicle stick that's included. When you're using rub-ons, you don't want to push too hard since you don't want to ruin your image or sentiment. But you also want to make sure to apply enough pressure so the image or sentiment transfers onto the paper. I like to start at one side, slowly peel up the backing. That way, if there's an area of the rub-on that didn't fully transfer, you can place it back down, apply more pressure, then remove that backing piece. Now I'll cut out the sentiment, and I'm using a banner die that's included on Scrapbook.com's rainbow die set. It's a little close to the edge, but the sentiment does fit on this banner die cut. Now for the image rub-on, I'll be using a different technique, and I learned this from Scrapbook.com. First, I'll line up the image on the arch die cut. Then I'll grab my Platinum 6 die cut machine. So instead of using the popsicle stick, I'll be using a die cut machine, and that will apply enough pressure to transfer the image onto the paper. Super easy. I have the acrylic plate on the bottom and one of Scrapbook.com's magic mats on top. And now I'll remove that backer piece, and it transferred beautifully. This is actually the first time I tried this technique, and I was a little nervous. You may have noticed I peeled up just a little bit of the corner to see if it worked before really removing that cover or backer piece. I was really surprised how easy it works. It'll be great for some of those larger rub-on images. Next, I'll layer the image arch die cut piece on the silver holographic arch die cut piece. Put artiste glue on the back, adhere the two pieces together, and I layered the two pieces so that bottom edge of the arch is flush together. That way there's a little more of the holographic arch around the image. I will pop up the arch using some foam dimension. This is Scrapbook.com's 1/4 inch foam in the 1 millimeter thickness. I'll make sure to get good coverage, remove the release paper, and add my arch with the image on the center of my card. This foam is one of my favorites from Scrapbook.com. I love that they've released the 1 millimeter thickness. It adds just that little bit of dimension. Next, I'll add the sentiment at the bottom of the arch. To help the sentiment pop against the background, I'm cutting out a second banner from the teal cardstock, and I'll layer the two pieces together, creating a drop shadow underneath the sentiment. I'll put artiste glue on the back and layer those two die cut pieces together. Before adhering the sentiment, I will add some foam dimension on the very right and left side. With the layers from the two arch die cuts, I will need to use some slightly thicker foam dimension. So I'm using the small rounds in the 2 millimeter thickness. With that extra bit of dimension on the right and left side, I'll also add a scrap piece of cardstock in the center of the sentiment, and that way it stays at the same level. I'll put glue on the back and adhere the sentiment underneath the cake image. The banner die cut isn't perfectly straight. It has a very slight wave on it. So while I'm lining it up, I'm looking at the sentiment instead of the edge of the banner die cut. For a final finishing touch, I'll add a small banner in the upper right-hand corner using a scrap piece of the teal pattern paper. I'll first cut a fishtail on the bottom. Then I'll cut the right side in slightly at an angle, do the same thing on the other side, put artiste glue on the back and adhere it in place. So there is my finished card. Super easy and fun to make. I love all the new rub-ons from Scrapbook.com, and I can't wait to make more cards using them. If you are interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links in the description box below. As I mentioned earlier, the rub-ons are coming very soon, and the coordinating dies and the stamps I showed you are currently available. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.